Welcome back, YouTube. Welcome back, YouTube. I don't know if I got the first one on there. I'm going to do it again. Today we're going over another fixed blade broadhead. This one's big. This is a 200 grain Grizzly stick maasi. My last video, or one of them, because I shoot a lot of these at once, I shot the Grizzly Stick 150 Samurai maasi. Now the difference is this is a bloodline, and there's something they do that this is a little cheaper. This is the maasi, the real version, and this is a 200 grain, so it's a little bit heavier than my crossbow is used to. So we're gonna have to shoot at 30. We'll see how it works. If the broadhead is hitting at 30, I'll back up to 40. And we'll see how this thing flies out of crossbow. I'll weigh it. I'm not going to cut it. These things are sharp. This one's been shot, practiced with. By the way, I'm not sitting there saying you should go out and hunt with, like this one you would still want to touch up, but still. It's got a few hairs. Or sharp. There you go. I did the sharp test. I'll weigh them. And just to know, before someone notices, some of these are a little chipped up. Yeah, that's kind of the Achilles heel, these Grizzly sticks, is they kind of get chatters marks on just hitting rocks and things. However, I've pulled them out, pulled like these out, sharpened them even with the chatter marks, and they were still razor sharp. So again, maybe you don't want to spend the money on these. Just a side note, but if you do want to, these are solid broadheads, really solid broadheads. I just don't know, they just tend the chatter mark. All right, let's weigh them. I've got a feeling this thing is not gonna fly right. Big, no vents. It's going to be quiet. I feel like it's just going to plane in my crossbow, shooting a Ravin R10 going 400 feet per second with a 400 grain arrow, but we will be shooting today out of this baby, which would have been 400 with 100 grain, a 500 grain bolt. Look at the FOC. I'll make the ranch very proud. I don't even think that's right. I got a fan on, so it's not going to balance right because it's hot. So, on to testing. All right, you see it's 0, 200, 200, 200, 200. The chattered one, still 200. 200, so out of 5 broadheads, all weigh 200 grain. All right, guys, I can tell you right now, we're initially 30 yards, we're going to 40. So the field point, which is my control, believe it or not as much drop as you'd think, at least at 30. And I can tell you, I heard him touch at 30 yards. We're going to 40. Look at that, control, and then there's the right end. You can tell it's got that single bevel cut. Did it go all the way through? It did not poke out the back. Okay, user error here. So I want to see something here. Ooh, okay, so I'm going to explain what happened here. I was aiming. Well, you take a look. Okay, so here we go. So with this one, my control field point, I was aiming at this dot. It hit here. Then like a dummy, I lined up my second shot, aimed right here, hit here. I think that would hit right where I want it to. However, I gotta go back and shoot one more time. All right, guys, this time I got it right. Wow, okay. These gosh darn single bells are killing my target. Did it go through? Yep. It sure did. Although, so is pointing out the field point is too. I need to rotate my target a bit. So, there's your answer. Hey, so what'd you think? I gotta say, this thing, it flew so close. I mean, that's some of the most accurate shots I think I've ever seen out of all the broadheads, out of the fixed blades. This sucker's right on there. Of course, I would say it did not do as well, I think, as the 150. I think this bow is really gonna like and stay right there at 450. I think 450 is the peak. Ooh, I still got my fan. Good. 450 is the peak of weight, and then everything else needs to go down. It doesn't need to go over that. So, but even this big old thing right here, with a well-tuned crossbow, will fly. So, Grizzly Stick 200 Maasai. That's a big broadhead. No planing. So, yeah, proven that either the Raven, they're doing something right, or you can do this if it's your bow's right and you have good broadheads. So, again, I'm really impressed. I'm not going to shoot these out of my crossbow. It just slows it down too much. Like I said, I feel like there was a point of diminishing returns after 450. I think 450 is that sweet spot. My bow is sighted in for 425 grain, and you saw the difference. So, yeah. But if maybe you're close. Here comes the dogs. Sorry. If you like this video, hit the like button. If you want to know more, comment down below. I'll try to answer all I can. And remember to always go out, shoot your stuff, and be proficient with it. Stay tuned for more broadhead testing. I really think I'm going to try to dive some more and do some more broadhead testing on just obscure, cheap, obscure broadheads that you just don't typically see people shoot out of a crossbow. So, see you in the next video.